por aquí, para no dejarlo por ahí. Y la tablet está también.
Déjamelo.
Ok, muchas gracias, muy amable. Ok. Yeah. Okay, we're here live at the Bellota Con. I thought I had put the long intro. Seems I put the short intro, so I'm gonna walk the tables around. This is Friday, this is the second day, and it's 12:30 p.m. You can see here the reception area. And one thing is I cannot see your comments because I'm doing all this on my iPhone. I'm not doing it on the iPad. If it were on the iPad, I could see your comments. So just to let you know. Got here a game of Congress of Vienna. Quique Esparrago, also known as Frank Esparrago, is the designer. Together with Dick Saw, I think, forgot his last name. He's here, he's from the United States. Morning.
Good morning, Joe.
How you doing?
Good afternoon now.
Oh, good afternoon. Yeah, I just woke up.
I'm not far behind you.
Nice dice tower there. And this is the final GMT edition we're playing with. So it looks pretty cool.
Tenías tres o tenías cuatro, ¿no? Vale. Este pagado, ¿vale? Entonces ese a San Petersburgo.
We got Kika explaining the game to the players. 4-player game.
Pagas uno, pero te cuesta 3 puntos de edición. No. Pues entonces de uno puedes pagar dos rusos o un ruso.
It uses the same general mechanics that
Y pierdes puntos.
Mark Herman's game,
Y ahora te quedan dos.
which I also forgot the name.
Pues esos puntos en San Petersburgo.
Churchill.
San Petersburgo.
I think you got a British player, you got a French player, an Austrian player,
Tienes que pagar.
and not sure, but maybe a Russian player.
Y ahora, este es obligatorio.
We have like the games from Headquarter Games, one of the publishers. Salto a Madrid, the attack on Spanish capital, 1936 Spanish Civil War. This is Thatcher's War. This is one which I have at home. I have to do a video on this. Philippines, 1896 to 1898. Designed by Javier Garcia de Gaviola. It's about the Filipino Revolution against Spain in 1896. And they also carry some Sound of Drum games, and they are going to publish them in Spanish. They do their own games, and they do collaborations. They publish other publishers' games in Spanish. Saludo. So this is, I think, Battle Commander. This is a game designed by Carl Paradis, which is going to be available for Sound of Drums in English. Then you're going to have Headquarter Games in Spanish. There's Gonzalo Santa Cruz from Headquarter Games explaining the game. He and his brother Miguel run the company. And later on, we're going to take a look at this one. This is one of old-time favorites, at least of mine, War and Peace, designed by Mark McLaughlin. 7th edition. There's a lot of editions. I think I have the ones by Avalon Hill, and One Small Step did a pretty big map. This is good. This is a big map, and they're gonna make the hexes bigger with 5/8 of an inch counters or 9/16 of an inch. You can see the counters here. And what surprised me was the rule book was like 19 pages long. And of course, for me, the selling point of the game is the amount of scenarios you got. And they've been adding scenarios since the publishing of the Avalon Hill game. You got scenarios for even before Napoleon came aboard, from 1796 onwards. So this is one of those games that I'm looking forward to. We're going to have Philippe Thibault with us, hopefully. Okay, let's see. This is Draco Ideas, their games that they're selling here. They have 2 tables here. They do their own games. The version of Port Arthur that I did a video was using their game. You can see there, 24 euros. Hispania, this one came out recently. I did a video with the designer, Miguel Marquez. So that's an original Draco Ideas design. There's going to be that. You're going to see this Hispania, which is the one from Draco Ideas. And there's another Hispania by Philippe Thibault's company, which is more like the game Britannia, but in Spain. And this is one I hope to see if I can interview somebody about. This is Paco Ronco's Castelnuovo 1539. This is a game that will be published by Draco Ideas. Yesterday, Carlos explained to me a little bit about the game. This is like one of the playtest maps by Paco Ronco. You can see it's a block game, but I like the little walls there. They look really cool, those walls. It's a block game. It's about a siege that some Spanish tercios had somewhere in present-day Albania, similar to the Battle of the Bulge in Bastogne. The only thing is that in the Battle of the Bulge, the surrounded forces in Bastogne lived to fight another day. Here, the Spanish got wiped out, so that's the only difference. And there was I think the Spanish made a reply, not like nuts, but something else, that they weren't going to surrender, but they got wiped out by the Turks. How you doing, Dick? I'm doing a live stream now. You're enjoying the convention?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm laying out a new game.
Oh,
I haven't got everything out yet. So.
This is Kike's, the game about the...
Follow-on game from Congress of Vienna.
Oh, yeah.
The Spanish Ulcer.
The Spanish Ulcer. Okay. Well, that is a new map?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. You have.
I'll have more laid out.
Okay. I'll be coming by later on. We'll take a look. Okay. Thanks. Dick Sauer. Now I remember his last name. Dick Sauer. He came from Phoenix. We have Onus Traianus. It's a game designed by Luis Hernandez. You can see Luis there. He's explaining the game to a bunch of fellas there. This is a card game, but the cards substitute for minis. So really the playing mat is just a regular playing mat. And you use like a ruler to measure distance.
La arenga la sufrís, tanto el atacante como el defensor. Estáis los dos muy motivados. Bien, niño. Quiere decir que tenéis +2, +2, +1, +1, los dos. Atacante defensor.
And Draco Ideas also publishes this one, Saigon 75. Saludos. Con el Saigon.
Estoy fusilando gente en Saigon.
Tú eres los rojos.
Estoy fusilando a los jefes.
Por la posición en la mesa, ya veo que eres los rojos.
Sí, sí, sí.
Es el último turno ya.
Deleítanos, venga. A ver qué carta nos saca.
They're in their last turn, Saigon. This is a really cool game. It's actually a French designer. And the original publisher was Nuts Publishing. But Draco Ideas publishes the game in Spanish.
Tiene 2 aviones.
Activo estos dos. Y es que no necesito ni activar.
Estos no necesitas activarlos para
Aquí no va nadie.
el último turno.
Ahí tumbé algo. ¿Aquí va alguien?
Pues ahí.
Te salieron 0, no estarías jugando.
Capturar un poco. Estamos en vivo, estamos en vivo.
Podría ser 0 por disminución de cartas.
Creo que no hay nada acá. Hijo, la directiva de
Ha habido muy mala
de Ho Chi
suerte.
Minh,
Muy
¿qué dice?
mala
La
suerte.
directiva
Si
de Ho
se
Chi Minh.
juega durante la fase de Vietnam del Sur, el evento es cancelado, no tiene efecto. No.
Las cartas, ¿eh? Nice. Some of the cards.
¿Y qué número damos? Un dado de 6 adicionales.
Durante la fase Vietnam del Sur no las jugamos. Ah, de la Vietnam del Sur. Es la directiva de Ho Chi Minh, que es muy buena para él.
Está que guay. Vale, y ahora yo estoy obligado a
Que en
comprar.
realidad está casi quedando
Claro,
en
5
neutro
dados
casi.
con sacas con 3, por lo cual ya no puedes hacer nada. Pase lo que pase, la victoria del sur.
Pero que sea con dignidad, coño.
Vale, por unidades. Perdemos una cada uno. Yo quito este, por ejemplo, pues mira, bajar este nivel y tú perderías un nivel. Y hacemos las deserciones, eso sí. Al final del juego.
Hay que hacer la deserción.
Sí, porque imagínate que a mí me quedan solo 2 unidades, nada más en toda la partida.
Tiene 6.
Pues las tendría que hacer.
O sea, se puede ganar por deserciones en la
Un
última.
dado de 6.
Claro, un dado de 6, yo tiro.
Vamos a leer.
Tengo que
Hombre,
eliminar
mira.
6. Serían 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6. Y ya está, final de la partida.
Es que eso tiene que haber hecho yo.
Ganaste.
He perdido. ¡Qué
Perdiste.
desastre!
Se puede viajar a Vietnam ahora.
Final del sur. Ha resistido.
Resistió
A
Vietnam
mí me
del Sur.
ahorcarían cuando llegara a Saigon, a la ciudad de Ho Chi Minh.
Un programa de radio.
Qué mal.
Dicen, párate frente a esa pared un momentito.
País donde hay una encuesta.
Tira para
más
activar.
valorable
Uno.
capital
Tira para
ahora
activar.
mismo
Uno.
en el
Tira para
mundo
activar. Uno.
Eres persona non grata.
significado.
Hay 12 cartas de Vietnam del Norte, 6 cartas de Vietnam del Sur. Me han tocado a mí las 6 de... No, 5
Que
de...
has tenido muy mala suerte con las tiradas.
Ah, bueno.
Y que me han tocado todas las cartas tuyas. Si me han tocado todas las cartas de Vietnam del Sur. Vamos a ver.
They have Saladin set up. They have Port Arthur over here. And this is a chariot race game. Let's see what this is. Chariots of Rome by Sean Young. I haven't seen this one. You see the chariots are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. So it's got some cards. This one I'm interested in. I have here people playing. This is the Conflict of Heroes. I play Conflict of Heroes. And I have Philippe Thibault showing the Hispania game. Some of the gamers. This is a game that uses the mechanics of Britannia.
Needs to attack me, so for the moment, no cigar plans.
And you can see
3 or less. So at the second, he takes something from me,
you see the counters. It's an area game, very nice looking game.
which I will do anyway.
And he publishes them in computer version, but also
I could decide to fight.
in board version. And this one's coming up soon. It's explaining to Gonzalo Santa Cruz of Headquarter Games, so you can see.
Because I'm gaining 0 points. All my points are here.
You'll be taking
Here, I'll
a
make 0 points.
This is the box here, you can see. Hispania.
So everything is in
We play the history of Spain. So
yes. The rest is zero.
you have Land and Freedom being played here. Saludo. Estamos. Playing Land and Freedom. The other game they have, NAC War Games, is Berlin 1945. This is a game that's going to come up in their lineup pretty soon. Very interesting. See if we can take a closer look later. We have this is always a classic. Here I Stand, being played by 6 players, I think. ¿Tienes 6 jugadores? The ultimate 6-player game, Here I Stand. So we got we have from Trafalgar Editions, they have their North Africa game. This is an area game of the Africa Corps 1941, Trafalgar Edition. Apparently there's some hidden information. I don't know, I can't make much of it, but apparently I see all the air forces there, so maybe has to do with the support, air support, stuff like that. Trafalgar also has this one that I did a video on, which is Ciudad de Patriotas. Crisanto Lorente, who is one of the bosses at Trafalgar, is showing the Poland 39 game. It's a hex and counter game about the invasion of Poland. We got 2 tables of New Cold War. There's a game coming up by Buca Simulations. The 2 designers are Spanish. It's a very interesting game about the present Cold War, present and near future. 4-player game, not like Twilight Struggle, which is a 2-player game. Here we have a 4-player game.
No, hay que puntuar algo. No. Sí, a ver si alguna se acaba.
One of the designers is drawing the cards for everybody.
Claro, yo pensaba otra línea como que la que está aquí, pero como que se pare, digamos, la parte final.
Take a look there at the cards. What they look like. Of course, this version is in Spanish, but they're going to publish it in English. This is one of the games I'm looking forward to because it is so unusual. It's different from everything else. I like even the counters. They're round counters showing influence. Really nice wooden tokens. A lot of spaces in each region. Here you see Africa.
Y nosotros no tenemos intercambio, ¿no? Nada. No sé por
We have a game of Phantom Fury that apparently began that game. And here we have a game of Holland 44.
You can repeat that back here.
Being played. Holland 44, I think they got a new 2nd edition, some rule changes or modifications. I'm not sure with what rules these guys are playing, but apparently they're playing the start of the game because you see 30 core
Aquí David tiene
down here.
digo, aquí tiene 6 pasos, es el máximo. Luego puede quitar
La batalla de Ulcer being played here. Esto es la batalla.
Es France, Napoleón Eagles, ¿no?
Ah, Napoleón Eagles.
Eagles of France, perdón.
Ah, ok, Eagles of France. Ah, está bien. Hexasim, Eagles of France. And another classic, Friedrich. I've played this one. Oh, wait, this is not Friedrich. This is Burning Banners. Like everybody's favorite fantasy war game these days, Burning Banners.
Bajamos y tenemos glifos.
Another game of wilderness war here. A classic by Volko Runke. And this is the Sword of Rome. GMT, ¿cómo están? Jugando ese juego viejito. Es un clásico. Sword of Rome, sí. Jugando de 5. Got a 5-player game going. And here we have Wolfpack being played. 4-player Wolfpack. A new game by Mike Bertuccelli about the German attacks there. You see North Atlantic convoy struggles. 41 happy times to March 1943, the not so happy times. And some line of sight checking here in Conflict of Heroes. This is one of the MMP games we played here. Julius Caesar. Ya ganó. Ay, creí que te estabas rindiendo tan rápido. ¿Cómo es eso? Viene.
Pasándonoslo bien.
Ah, pero es que viene a Badajoz 4 horas para rendirse en el primer turno. Ah, no, yo dije, coño, no puede ser.
Está muy tensa, muy tensa.
No surrender, no surrender. Julius Caesar, este es clásico.
Un torneito, 3 partidos.
Imagino que si juegas este, traíste el Waterloo también, ¿verdad?
El Waterloo no lo traje porque ya hice un torneo en
allá en
Batalladores, en Zaragoza.
Ah, ok.
Entonces, como salió muy bien, pues ahora hemos cambiado de
Ah, vaya. Ok.
Ya veremos la próxima.
Ah, pues está bien. Pues muy bien. Seguimos ahí con Julius Caesar, adelante. They got like a tournament, a Waterloo tournament. They did it at Batalladores, another convention here in Spain in November. So they're doing a Julius Caesar tournament here. We got neoprene mat, nice. Se ve chulo. These are Colombia games. Julius Caesar, Napoleon, one of their classics. We have Pursuit of Glory here. Tú eres el eje.
Pursuit of Glory. English or Spanish?
Pursuit of Glory. Boy, this is está uno complicado.
This is like ¿en inglés o en
No.
español? ¿En qué hablamos? ¿En inglés? Bueno.
In English, yes.
English,
Yes.
So this is like the Path of Glory,
Yes.
but only in the Turkish theaters, like the Tigris and Euphrates theater,
Yeah.
the Caucasian front, also the Persian things and influence and diplomatic effort. We have also the Sinai channel, and then of course we have Gallipoli.
Oh, Gallipoli's there.
The invasions. This small card here is all these spaces with a zoom, and then a little bit of the Balkan front. And it is a step more difficult than the Path of Glory,
Path of Glory.
Crusade and Revolution.
Has a lot of special rules.
A lot of, yes.
Various
Yeah.
typical situations.
The chrome of the game is strong, but we love it. I love it.
Oh, the Turks had a lot of problems, right? a lot
Everything is a problem for the Turks.
for a lot of fronts, yeah, to take care of. Yeah.
And only 25 replacement points for all the game.
Oh boy.
There are some bonus one, but you have to, from the beginning of the game, you have to take into account that your manpower is not infinite, as maybe the Russians or the Indians.
So it's a challenge for the Central Powers players, right?
Yes, but the allies also have a lot of politic problems.
Oh, I see.
To develop all their full strength, they have to play many events that are interconnected.
Yes.
So at the end, it is an effort for both, I think.
Okay, so both sides have different challenges.
Yes.
Okay. It looks great to see it on the map.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is beautiful, yeah.
And Lawrence de Arabia will start here, right?
Ah, Lawrence of Arabia, that's right. We're Aqaba, right? He's going to Aqaba. There's Aqaba, there you go. So you even got Lawrence of Arabia. Peter O'Toole is in there. So. Okay. Enjoy. And here we have a game of The Other Side of the Hill. This is a game published by NAC War Games about the German High Command in World War II. Have a full crowd here. So I think up to 4 players, and I think they have 4 players. So they Brazen Chariots by MMP being played here. This gives you a view of the far end of the main hall here. And here's, this is Friedrich. Here we go. Pero eso no es el mapa que yo tengo. Oye, me robaron los chavos a mí el mapa, a mí que me trajo una porquería. ¿Cómo están? Muy bien. Un saludo. I'm having fun with Friedrich. It's another classic game you see in every convention. Very fun game. And it accommodates, I think, up to 4 players of Friedrich. And of course, there's not 1 but 2 games of Friedrich being played here. That's the map I've seen before. Yeah. It's a smaller map. So let's keep going this way here. And we have a game of Churchill going on. This is Churchill by Mark Herman in GMT. And this one I don't, see if I can get a look at the box. Haven't seen this one before. This is Ultima Ratio Regis. Looks like the 1700s in Europe, looks like. It's got cards, but I don't think it's a card-driven game. That one's... Publishers PNP Games. That one's interesting. Right here, some Sherwood. Got a game of Battle Core over here. See this Decisive Waterloo. It's like a block game on hexes. That's something. Looks like this is the same system. July 1st. This looks like, yeah, this is Gettysburg. So it's a block system with hexes. And of course, it's one block per hex. But it's still a block game. This is like a prototype here, Universal Military Simulator. And you have minis here. And go this way. Got a game of Hannibal over here. Congress of Vienna going on there. Let's go to the other room before we close this session. Got another room. So got an extra room here. This is where they have their, this is like the huge civilization game going on with like 18 players.
We make a not really a copy in Spanish. Improve.
City Rayo, la 4. Vale, la 3 a 3.
So we can get a closer look here.
Vale, esta del 4. City de Ball.
You see, you got from map covers from Spain all the way to the Middle East over there, all the way to India.
Sí, pero pones el límite 2, pones el límite. Yes,
Got this player here, the orange pieces. He's doing his move. So this is I remember playing Civilization. This is like the biggest Civilization game I've seen.
¿Hay alguna de 5? ¿Hay 5?
We actually this year
una actitud tan pasiva luego se nota. Vamos a darnos algo. ¿Ya he terminado? Tenemos que haber hecho inteligente.
A ver si con un poquito de India aquí. Sí, estamos en vivo. This is the India side.
Compra de cartas. Venga, explica algo de las cartas estas. ¿Cómo se compra esta carta de 50? Pues necesitas tener entre todas tus cartas de comercio más lo que puedes añadir del tesoro 50. Puedes hacer como lotes, no te dan cambio. Si tú haces un lote de las cartas, te dan 62 y quieres comprar la de 50, ¿vale? Si esta de 50 tienes el lote 47, pues si puedes sumar 3 monedas, si las tienes, vas a comprar para pillarlas. Bien. Las cartas te dan puntos de victoria, que están aquí. Eso no nos gusta. Un efecto de juego que suele afectar a alguna regla o alguna calamidad. Viene aquí. ¿Vale? No todos los efectos son positivos. Pues vais a pensar, oh, esto me tiene de la tiranía. Pues a veces no, a veces te la hace más fuerte. Bien, y tiene estos simbolitos aquí que son descuentos para futuras cartas. Futuras cartas que compres en turnos posteriores. En este turno puedes comprar 2 cartas. Esto vale 100. No vale 50 y 50. Esto vale 100.
Got a game of Tanto Monte on this side here. The designers here, Carlos Diaz Narvaez. 4-player game. The good thing about this room is supposed to be more silent. We got a 1944 game. This is Worthington, I think. Being set up. You have a Falklands war game. What is this? Haven't seen this. Obviously a playtest game. Hex Encounter, Falklands game. And it looks like it's a 2-player game. Operation Corporate. Battle for the Falklands. So this is interesting. We got Hellas here. I think this is Hellas. This is Sound of Drums. We got the Napoleonic Wars there. Also a perennial favorite in all wargaming conventions. We have a second game of The Other Side of the Hill going on here. And designed by Carlos Marquez. Published last year by NAC Wargames. So we've reached a 37-minute mark. Again, I repeat, I can't see your comments because I'm using the app on the iPhone and it shows I can't pop up the comments. I hope that everything looks and sounds good. Oh, I think I'm forgetting a section of the convention. Yeah, there's one section I haven't covered. It has a couple of tables. Let's go over there. Got some tables over here. This is the P section for some reason. The game thereof. Oh, this is the Patriots and Traders game by Sound of Drums. This is on the French Revolution. This is a North Africa game. No sé cuál es Mirage. Ah, de Buca. Mirage from Buca Simulations. Thank you. Gracias. Que disfruten. Traders and Patriots and Traders. I signed up for this game, so I should get it sometime in the mail. Looks really interesting. And Headquarter Games is going to publish it in Spanish. Sound of Drums in English. Here's the reception area. This is where I started. Here they have all the T-shirts of the prior Bellota Cons. This, let me see. Okay, this is Wargame Reviewer. This is the T-shirt from Sergio's channel, YouTube channel. That's how I got discovered the Bellota Con. I subscribed to his channel, and then Sergio organized the first Bellota Con. I didn't go to this one. This was in 2018, about 37 attendees. But I saw coverage of it, and I said, man, I want to go. So I went to the second one. And the second one is this one. Second Bellota Con. And of course, I went to the third Bellota Con also. 2020, that was in Ifeba, I think. 2021, because of the pandemic, it was held virtually, but I attended virtually. That's why I have 6 stars on my shirt. This is a 2021 shirt. And this is the 5th Bellota Con, 2022. And of course the 6th, 2023. And last year's, 2027, this is the 7th Bellota Con. So we have here shirts, there's also posters for the con. They gave each of the attendees one of these pictures of German aircraft. This is a Heinkel 162 Volksjäger. And it's from a specific unit that you see there. Schwader, I can't pronounce that. Staffel. There's another one of another Heinkel 162. So if you're like a big 162 Heinkel fan, you should probably get both. You can choose one. I'm more a propeller World War II guy. Chose the classic ME-109G 14. So you can pick one of these. If you're an attendee, you can pick one of those. You can pick a book. The books are in Spanish. I picked the one about the First Crusades. I don't think they have it anymore. And my wife, who's accompanying me, of course, her favorite campaign, which is of Napoleon, is the first, because I told her that's what's her favorite campaign, so she picked that book. Then we have the dice. The dice, they give everybody one die, and they're really nice. They have 6-sided die. The 6 is the symbol of the Bellota Con. They have them for sale here. They have these, and I think these are from the 5th convention, or no, from last year's. So you can purchase them at €2. I may purchase a few. And I even got one of these, and we purchased another one. This is a mug for the Bellota Con. So we have the merchandising, which is really nice. We have the friendly people here. They're taking care of my equipment while I'm recording this. So basically that's for the table. Estoy transmitiendo ahora, voy a cerrar ahora. No te preocupes. So that is report here midday Friday, January 24 at the Bellota Con. So this is